Xbox E3 conference review. Clap. Start now.
Okay, press
Go
your
for
record
it.
button.
Press
Three,
your record button
two,
now. I
one,
fucking hate you so much.
press.
All right. Overall impressions.
Battle Royale, bitch.
Overall impressions, Ciaran.
I'm pretty excited. Actually, that's pretty good. Pretty good by Microsoft. I'm not completely back on the I love Microsoft, Xbox and everything they do. I'll probably still buy a lot of things on PlayStation mainly now, but hey, show me some good shit. You know, they got some stuff in the works. I like it. Like a lot.
Ash, what do you think?
Yeah, it was good. There was they showed a lot of games, which they needed to do.
What more can you say? What more can you say?
There isn't a lot more you can say. And they did some pretty good troll jobs in there.
My review was not enough battle royales for my
you
know,
they really didn't make use of all those consoles on
fucking
stage.
consoles. I was
They
waiting
only
for
used them once.
the big battle royale system, but wasn't good enough. All right, so let's run through what they showed. They opened with Halo Infinite.
Battle Royale game.
You're yawning, but
I'm yawning. That doesn't correlate to what I think. I was pretty excited. It's such an awesome way to open up. I probably next year, or the year after. I don't know. It was just a teaser. It was nice to see the Master Chief helmet. Is it a direct continuation?
So there's going to be a lot of behind the doors. You're going to be reading articles in the coming 24 hours to follow up with information about.
Is it going to be like, you know? Is it going to be a continuation from Halo 5? It didn't look like it because they're on Halo, which is weird.
Also, Space Engine, whatever. What? How
to be fair, they might show it on Halo, but that might not be in the actual game.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
they could have only started the game this week, and they put together that quick thing.
Yeah, let's just put together Master Chief on one of the locations we've already come up with. Up-res it.
Yep. I mean, opening a show of Halo. Good way to go. Set a good precedent, I thought. Good way to kick it off. Then we got Oreo. Fucking hell. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Looks pretty. Sounds pretty.
Looks pretty. Sounds pretty. Looks as
good.
pretty and sounds as pretty as I saw it last year. My opinions on that hasn't really much changed, I suppose. Then we got a From Software game. Sekiro? Are we saying Sekiro or Sekiro? Sekiro, I guess.
Yeah.
Shadows Die Twice, which, as I described in the conference, looks like Neo, but From Software, so I can play it. So,
Yep. Put it on a t-shirt.
What else did we think of those? What did we think of that one?
Yeah, look good. I'm not a big From Software fan, but yeah, look good. I like the aesthetic of the game. So yeah,
looks Shogun Bloodborne.
Yeah,
their guns. Yeah,
it looks a lot faster paced. You've got fucking grappling hooks and all sorts of stuff. So. Yeah. That's cool to see. And it'll be interesting that if they're putting that out, then it's like, what was the thing that they were actually teasing at the Game Awards?
That'll be on Sony's conference. Do you reckon they just appear at two places? That'd be pretty
cool. I mean, that game wasn't Xbox exclusive. It was just announced there, but it would be good if they announced that one there and then they announced
another one on
Bloodborne
PlayStation.
Spiritual Successor.
Well, they show another teaser. Please.
Oh, please don't fucking do it to me. I'll kill someone.
Please no.
Then we got Fallout coming to Game Pass. And then they come out and did a Fallout 76 trailer. Of course, the Bethesda conference is starting in a couple hours after this, so we didn't really get much other than... I mean, the trailer just showed a bit more lore and story than we got from the original announcement trailer, but still not much to talk about. I mean, they covered everything that you would have learned if you Wikipedia'd the game yourself, kind of. You know, like if you looked up Fallout Vault 76 and you read about what that is in the lore, then they basically covered that in the trailer for people who didn't Google what was happening. Yeah. Then we got the awesome adventures of Captain Sprint, whatever it was.
Something like that.
Something.
That was cool.
Yeah.
How big is the Don't Nod team?
Fairly big now, I feel.
Fairly big?
Life is Strange was pretty successful.
You don't forget that before that they made Remember Me, and they just put out Vampire.
And they just put out Vampire there.
Like they don't make these
Vampire.
small, whatever it's fucking called.
Yeah, no. So, you know what? Take my money. Anything that's Life is Strange in it.
And it's
you don't need to because it's free. So
exactly. I'm already, as soon as they mention Life is Strange or pretty much Don't Nod, I'll just be like, yeah, man.
I want to know why it's in the Life is Strange universe and what exactly that means. Because as far as I could gather, it just looked like
It didn't look like it left the one place, except for like his imagination stuff.
And then the second question is it only free on Xbox or is it just in general free game?
I'd be pretty excited if it was only free on Xbox. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, look it up.
They probably would
anyway.
have made a bigger deal about it if it was only
I guess
free on
so.
Xbox, though.
Yeah. So that's just interesting. It's still not Life is Strange 2, which we know they're doing, but like we haven't got much from it. Then we got Crackdown 3 trailer. More Terry Crews.
Please just stop showing me that game.
Terry Crews sounds fun.
I mean, it looks cool. The game looks cool, but I mean, every time we've seen it, for the last...
How can we make Crackdown 3 with an African American protagonist more interesting? Add more Terry Crews. It's just like, come on, Microsoft, you can do better than that.
Well, just put out the game would be better than that.
Just put out the game. Don't feel like you've overhauled.
When was its original release date? Like 2016 or something?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts is way worse, so I don't know what we can fucking say. Which we'll get to in a moment. Then they put out a trailer for Xbox Enhanced Near Become as God. Cool if you've been waiting to play that or want to play it again. Prettier, I guess.
Want a better controller.
Then you got Metro Exodus trailer.
Exodus.
Exodus. If you get all the left, the right, and the arms.
Oh,
and the
please
legs,
no. Please don't do it.
You
Don't
summon
finish that sentence.
Exodia.
Oh.
What do we think of Metro?
Yeah.
Look like Metro.
Yeah.
It was a lot of outside. I don't know what more you can say about it, really.
Yep. Looks like more Metro. Looked as cool as I saw it last time, and that was it was a cool trailer. Like it was put together well, so it was interesting. Then they got a Kingdom Hearts trailer, which was interesting because Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming to Xbox.
Had we seen Frozen yet? Was that?
No, I don't think they'd shown
was that
Frozen.
the
I think
first
it was
Frozen?
known.
I think it was known, but I hadn't seen it.
No, actually, I think it was rumored because
Rumored,
Peter
yeah.
was very upset.
Yeah. So we got Frozen. We got a decent, cool trailer. You saw a bunch of Disney characters. You saw a bunch of organizations
Summons
there
and stuff,
yelling about hearts and heartless. It was Kingdom Hearts. It's Kingdom Hearts. Square Enix is being really weird at E3, of course, because we're getting the
conference.
The conference is tomorrow morning. They already announced a release date for Kingdom Hearts at a concert last night, and then they just showed a trailer for it at the Xbox conference. So, Square Enix
I'm guessing we get
Square Enix.
gameplay. I'm guessing we get gameplay tomorrow.
They just don't show it at all. They show the exact same trailer. Fuck, it would
That'd
be
be-
funny if
that'd
showed
be-
the
And then they
exact
showed gameplay at Sony's Xbox.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. It's odd, but it was a cool trailer. So cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I brought my PS3 for that game, so cool. Fucking hell.
Coming next year.
We got Sea of Thieves, which I don't know. Didn't
Meh.
look cool. Kieran, don't care. You're the only one who's played
Don't
it.
really care.
Don't care.
Yeah.
If you don't care, I don't care. Battlefield 5 showed a quick trailer for that. I don't know what
I
they're doing
was
with
really
Battlefield 5. It was
disappointed.
weird.
I was
Yeah,
like,
they built it up yesterday. Like they
I was
said,
like, what
see
is
more at the Microsoft thing.
And you expected like a gameplay
Yeah.
demo or multiplayer
Like
demo. or
shorter than what
something.
they showed yesterday.
and yesterday was already really short.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, EA's been really fucking weird this year, especially with that game. I don't know what they're doing. It's odd. If you go online, you can find heaps of details about Battlefield 5 in articles and videos from people who are at EA Play, and that people have been putting up videos and stuff behind the scenes. But it's like, if I'm having to source your information from
Elsewhere.
YouTubers at EA Play, then you're doing a really shit job at your PR. I feel like you should be showing me some of this really big information. Should just be at your fucking conference, maybe. But who am I to judge? Then we got Forza 5 Horizon was announced. Oh wait, I mean, sorry, Forza Horizon 4 was announced.
Fucking Walmart.
Fucking Walmart. Yeah, we got a trailer for that, and then a cool gameplay. It was one of the few things that they spent actual time on gameplay.
Yep.
Coming October 13th, 3rd, 2nd. Can't read my writing. October.
But you just grab Game Pass and you get it.
You get Game Pass and you get it. And it's an open world shared universe thing, and it looked really fucking cool. It's probably one of the games that stands out to the most from this whole conference to me, honestly, because I was like, that's cool. I mean, it's like the evolution of Burnout Paradise gets us to
to Horizon.
Yeah.
gets us to this game, I guess. Anyone else have interest in that?
I really enjoyed it. I like the trailer. I liked Forza Horizon 3, so yeah, I'm excited. Should be good.
Then we got them talking about buying a bunch of studios. So they've got Initiate,
Which is a new one.
Which is,
which is a new studio.
New studio. I think it was Initiative.
Initiative. Yeah, Initiative. The Initiative, which is the new studio. And then they brought 4 other studios, which is Undead Labs, Playground Games,
Which is like, wait, that wasn't already a Microsoft exclusive?
Compulsion Games. But we don't care about that because we're not getting it. And then we got Ninja Theory, which was the biggest
That
buy.
was
I feel.
surprising.
Which is huge.
Yeah, I feel like Ninja Theory is definitely the biggest buy there. And really odd, as we mentioned during the thing, of course, because Hellblade was like a timed exclusive on PlayStation, and it's just odd. I feel like huge get for them. So that's cool. Then we had a We Happy Few trailer, which Phil was on stage and said, "Can't wait till everyone gets to play this game."
And Australia's like, "Fuck you, Phil."
Australians are like, "Nope, that game's banned here. Sorry, Phil. Don't know if you're aware, but you're just like digging in the wound, just digging in the wound."
Don't know if they told you.
Don't know if the classification system made you aware, but thanks for fucking that up. But yeah, so I don't care about game. Still looks cool, but I refuse to acknowledge it because we're not getting it. So who fucking cares? We've got a bunch of PUBG shit. Whatever. It's all out on PC apart from
they didn't use the consoles for it, so it's fine.
The only thing that was new in there that I could tell was the winter tease at the end.
Yeah.
Other than that, a bunch of stuff that's already out on PC. It's coming to.
I don't think the third map's out on PC yet.
Or probably not. Well, the one that's coming later this year, yeah. Then we got Tales of Vesperia, Complete Edition.
Yeah. It's a remaster of a 2008 version 1 Tales game.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Looked pretty.
Looks really good.
Cool.
Like the animation looks really nice.
Yeah.
And as I said, if I was 12, it would be a game I'd be excited for because I would have more time to play it. But it's just cool. Won't play it. Then we got a Division trailer that was very fucking long and lengthy and just teasy of the fact that it was Division, which was weird. And then they jumped into Division gameplay. So March 15th, 2019. What do we think of the Division gameplay? It was a lot less corny than the gameplay demo for the first Division, I felt, which was at Ubisoft's conference when they announced that several years ago. But this one was a lot better, I felt. What do you think?
I liked it. I liked the gameplay trailer. The normal trailer was a bit, come on.
Yeah, I don't know that.
This could have been said a lot quicker. But the gameplay looked good. Looked fun. Looked like Division. Yeah.
Ash?
Looks good. Looks like the Division.
Gonna take back the capital.
Well, take back the capital.
Yeah, that part was corny. I wasn't really too excited for Division 2 because I was waiting for them to fuck it up and just put it in another city that looked very much the same, blah, 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 blah. Just have it feel very samey, which is how I felt going. Like, I never played Destiny 2 because as much as Ciaran would argue the fact, everything I saw about Destiny 2 was just more Destiny. Like, it didn't look different enough for me to have any interest. This one is a city, and, like, it opens in the jungle environment, or at least, like, it's not New York. You know, which is the big thing. Like, it doesn't, you got these big open areas with what we assume is Air Force One, like, crashed outside. That doesn't look like the Division. That's really interesting. And then we also saw a bunch of weapons that are new. Like, there's a whole bunch of guns that were new that we hadn't seen that weren't in the first one.
Foam that you shoot, and you don't worry about your friends'
guns and stuff. Yeah. So, of course, the most interesting thing will be when they show Dark Zone. Like, what is the evolution of the Dark Zone going into this? What can you do to make the Dark Zone more interesting? Because if you played the Division, you spend a lot of time in the real world. Sure, you do the story missions, you do a bunch of side quests and stuff. But then once you finish all that stuff, you're in the Dark Zone all the time. That's where the game is. After you finish the game, is in the Dark Zone. Yeah. So you got to find out more about Dark Zone to know if I'm fully intrigued in this game or not. Then they talked about this fast start stuff for a while, which I was kind of like, whatever. I mean, it's just like pre-booting.
There's got to be some hardware. It's freaking Microsoft. Or
yeah,
some
it's like the hardware stuff. I didn't particularly care about that. And then they talked about Game Pass and how there's Elder Scrolls is available today online.
Elder Scrolls, Fallout 4,
and The Division are all available on Game Pass today, which is cool if you've got Game Pass and haven't played those, I suppose. Then we got an indie hype reel. I didn't list down every game because I can't write that fast. I was trying to watch at the same time, obviously. But was there anything in there that stood out to anyone?
No,
Super Meat Boy
really.
released again. Sure,
no,
there was a battle royale in there at some stage, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
Then we got Shadow of the Tomb Raider trailer.
I thought it was Just Cause 4. It looked kind of similar, but.
Fucking hell.
Just putting that bait out, just putting the carrot out there. But no, it looked interesting, looked good. Jonah sounded pissed off with Lara, so yeah. Bit trouble in the Croft household.
I still haven't finished the second one, so my care level's kind of whatever.
Yeah, I've got to go back and free South America or whatever.
Or whatever. Ash, what do you think? Because you're you've played more than me, Ciaran, I feel, haven't you?
No, I'm about the same. I haven't
Oh,
finished
yeah,
two.
so.
So-
Yeah, we all haven't finished 2. There you go.
So
Cherie just wrote no in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right. It was a cool trailer. It wasn't anything super exciting, I felt. Like, it didn't make me want to run out and finish the second one and get pumped for this one particularly, but maybe if I was already pumped for it, it would have been a cooler trailer. Then we got a trailer for Skate 4. Oh, fuck. Did we? Did we?
No, it was Sessions.
We got a
It
trailer
might
for...
be like a spiritual successor.
It's...
I'm gonna say
unless they come out and it's called Skate 4 Sessions.
Well, I'm going to have to look into more. Who's
They would have
making
no.
this
They
game.
would have put Skate 4 somewhere
But
on the
it's like-
floor.
The
It was a different dev. It was a
Yeah,
it
but
was a
the
different
people
dev.
in the dev team could be people who used to work on the
Yeah.
older skates. And then at that point, I can get excited because at least I know the people doing it worked on the original skates. So then I can just claim it as a spiritual successor to Skate. So that's something to look into, I feel like. But I got really excited for a hot second.
I think everybody on the internet got very excited.
Dylan's going to burn the midnight oil on that one.
And then, yeah, we got fucked. Got a trailer for Black Desert again.
Okay.
Yep.
Played the
Don't care.
game like
It's an
3 years
MMO.
ago.
Yeah, it's
Fine.
fine. Devil May Cry 5 coming spring 2019.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I haven't played any Devil May Cry games.
Me neither.
It was a cool trailer.
Yep.
Let's carry on before my heart gets
You-
broken.
you-
What I've read somewhere is Dante playing friends with Sarah Palin?
Okay, Devil May Cry, yeah, it was a cool trailer. Yeah, as long as I don't need to play that one to play that. Cool.
You kind of do.
Okay, well, I don't. Okay, I've got Wikipedia.
You need to just at least play the remake. Like,
No.
at least play the one that was recently.
No, you can't tell me to play stuff, Mr. Overwatch. So we got Cuphead DLC coming. Delicious, tasty finale or something.
You guys gonna play it?
Nope, because I don't want to break my controller. Got a new character coming. Miss something or other. 'Cause
Miss
Miss
Chalice?
Chalice, that was it, yeah. New levels, stuff, whatever. It's coming 2019 though, which is...
Did you finish it or did you?
No, fuck no. Fuck no. Gave up. Don't have time for that shit.
Grim matchstick, you piece
Yep.
of shit.
Not fucking doing that. Then we got a trailer for Tunic, which was this foxy, cool, Zelda-like
Yeah, that was cool.
adventure
Could be a
game.
guy, could be a girl, could be a them.
Yeah. Well, who's to say?
Who's to know these
Who's
days?
to say? That looked
All
really
we know
cool.
is it's a fox.
Yeah, I don't know if that was an Xbox exclusive or just a,
No, I
world,
think it was
a
just
trailer.
a world premiere.
A web premiere? Cool. So hopefully it comes to something.
I feel like the world premiere sign came up quite a lot.
It's very confusing. It's just
Yeah.
jumping around. Then we got Dying Light 2.
That
Interesting.
looks cool.
Looks cool.
That looked cool.
Ash, did you play Dying Light 1?
No, I did not.
No, okay. Dying Light 1 was very interesting game, so it's cool to see it back again.
I always thought Dying Light looked cool. I just never got around to it. Dying Light 2 looks just as cool. Will I get around to it?
Probably not.
Time will tell, as some say. Time will
Okay.
tell, you know. Then, interestingly, we got Battletoads 2.
Interesting.
was
We
a-
didn't have
Battletoads.
any
Or
gameplay.
whatever it was called. Yeah, it didn't have
Battletoads.
2 on it, but I'm just calling it 2, I guess, because it's a
I
Battle
think there is
Royale.
a Battletoads 2, isn't there?
It's a Battle Royale game coming out soon.
Yeah,
where you play as-
Battletoads Battle Royale.
It's not really. They didn't show
It's
any
a match
gameplay.
3 mobile game.
Fuck, that would be funny. No, they didn't really show gameplay. They just put up a thing and then said like it's going to have 2.5D 4K graphics, blah 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 blah. It was just a bunch of stats on screen. So that's a game that's coming. Cool. Get excited. Then we got a trailer for Just Cause 4. Finally got a trailer.
Yes. Yes, Dylan. Yes. Yes.
It looked like Just Cause.
Yeah.
I haven't
Just
played
Cause.
Just Cause since like Just Cause 1, so yeah.
Yep. It was a bunch of Just Cause, which was cool, I suppose. If you like Just
It's
Cause.
really nice for Lara to get out of like the tombs and just blow some shit up
Blow
And look
some
like
shit
a
up for
man.
once, and,
And not
dress
feel-
up like a
and call herself Rico. That's a cool cover name. Rico.
no one's got that name. Yeah, I've heard. Then we got a trailer for Gears Pop Funko game.
Yes!
That was the biggest troll. The biggest. It led into it because I was like, they wouldn't have done that if there was a Gears 5. Like, imagine if they'd
Yeah,
done
yeah, yeah.
that.
That would be.
There was
They're
no
not
Gears.
as dumb as EA. They're not gonna fucking
No.
do weird
Yeah.
shit. So I actually think the idea of a Pop Funko mobile Gears
Yeah,
game
it's
sounds
worth
cute
it.
and fun. So
Yeah.
I'm down. As someone
Interesting
who
one to start with.
well, I feel like you have to lead in. So you start with the one that the least people care about, which is the Funko game. Then you go to the next thing they talked about, which was
Funko game to start with Gears of War as a.
I don't know. I suppose they probably. I mean,
Gears of
Funko
War has
probably
a
just
pretty big Funko range.
and they probably just emailed around a bunch of properties and whoever Microsoft was willing to put the money into it. I suppose like they probably would have just gone, who's got an interest in us? We want to get into game
Not out
making.
till next year.
Yeah, well, it's hard to make
no.
Funko games. Ash,
Yep.
you know, they're hard work. And then the next thing we got was Gears Tactics, which they showed some pre-alpha footage of. Looked
Yep,
like
looks
XCOM with Gears.
Looks
I
like
guess.
XCOM.
Yeah.
You got to buy it. I think it's PC only though.
Oh, really?
It sounded like it.
It sounded like it was PC only.
Cool idea. As a non-Gears person, I'm like, whatever. But it's a cool idea to have a tactics game and talk about 3 Gears games. Because then they talked about Gears 5. We got trailer, 2019, coming to Game Pass. Talk about it, Ciaran, because I know nothing.
I'm super excited for Gears 5. They've really rejuvenated the franchise with Gears 4, and that left on a pretty big cliffhanger. So it's kind of like Gears 5 it wasn't a matter of if, but rather when. So it's good to see that to come out. And yeah, next year, I think it's fitting. It's really nice to see Xbox have Halo Infinite as well as Gears back on the menu. They kind of need to, they probably, for themselves, they need to make sure they start spacing them out and not have everything coming out at once. Or we're going to get to another point where we're going to be like, we get no exclusives on Xbox again. But yeah, I'm excited. Looks good. Characters are built well. I'm interested with a couple different things I saw in the trailer. So yeah, solid.
Maybe we'll finally do that co-op stream of Gears 1.
We should totally do it.
Have to get you off Overwatch, have to get me to use my...
Play
Just
video
pick a
games.
weekend and I'll do it that weekend. Except for the next 2 weekends. Don't pick those. But after that.
And then the next thing they talked about was Xbox AI, which is something about bringing console quality streaming to any mobile platform, a bunch of stuff. I don't know. It was a bunch of...
it, but sure.
Yeah, it's something, once again, it's like they talked about it
mobile?
briefly on stage. Got to follow up with some articles and
The funny thing for me is that console quality streaming to mobiles is cool. To consoles, okay, of course, consoles. But saying console quality streaming to PC is a downgrade.
Well, they showed a mobile. They didn't try and say console.
They said everything. They were like console,
Any
PC,
device.
any
Yeah, but
device.
what if your PC isn't as good?
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, you could have an Xbox console that's better quality than your just average old PC that doesn't have a 1080.
Oh, elitist
elitist.
You
Yeah.
might look.
nerd.
You don't assume that everyone with
for
PC
the
has
first thing
good
you do,
PCs.
right? If your PC's having issues running games, uninstall
All your
all of the
toolbars?
toolbars. All the toolbars you've installed, the Google one,
The Yahoo one,
Amazon one, the
Ask
Yahoo one, the McAfee one. Just install them all.
You wouldn't
For
do
a
that, would
start.
you? You wouldn't do that, would you, Ash? You wouldn't
Ash.
install a bunch of...
No.
No, you
install
would
a bunch
not
of
have that as a
toolbars on your
problem.
laptop, would you?
Would you?
No. Wouldn't do that. That's the terrible thing. And then the console was about to... the conference was about to end. And then we got a...
And then
and
the guys
one
got
last
hacked.
thing. They got hacked.
Microsoft got hacked.
And we got a
What?
Cyberpunk 2077 trailer.
The hacker
It was
was so
anonymous.
nice that they still put world premiere at the start of it.
They're quite nice.
That's good on them.
So I get a point. Thank you very much. I mean, I'm happy about my point because I want to win this year, but I'm also happy because we got a trailer for Cyberpunk, which is great. CG Projects Red next game. We got a trailer for this X amount of years, like many years ago, and we haven't heard about it since. And the original trailer didn't even show that much. It was like
No.
it was just like a freeze frame in time, and the camera kind of panned around. It was like, here's a bunch of stuff happening. This trailer showed a whole bunch of stuff.
Whole one.
We got no release date though.
Cool car.
What do we think of the trailer?
I thought there would be like a 2019 or something at the end of the trailer, but
Well, maybe they don't want to commit yet.
I guess they don't want to commit, and that's fine. There's a lot of work to go into that game if it's going to be to the level of The Witcher 3. So yeah, no, I think the trailer looks awesome. I'm excited for it. Honestly, they've earned enough respect in the industry. They could probably take as long as they need to with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Looks like a cool world. I don't know what the actual gameplay is going to be like, but
Well, it's an open world
It's going to be The Witcher, but cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Guns and shit.
and guns and shit.
You're going to meditate to refill your biotech.
I'm down. I love Cyberpunk.
Did you not see the number plate of the car he was driving said Roach?
Fuck. I would laugh if that was actually thing.
Roach.
That would be a pretty good fucking Easter egg,
Yeah.
actually. To be fair, I really love cyberpunk stuff, and like as we've talked about this game and played a couple times, and as I was saying during it, they've got ticking every box I want. They've got lots of colors, cool cyber city. You know, the cars look fucking sick. Very Blade Runner-esque car. Actually, it kind of looked like the car that Ryan Gosling's character drove in the latest one a little bit.
Yeah.
And then K is the character name. And then, yeah, just everything. Weapons looked very violent. Looked like, don't know what exactly you're going to be doing, but I assume side quest, main story, don't know. But yeah, if it's going to live up to the quality of The Witcher, it's like, how do you tell a narrative in this world as interesting as The Witcher? And then if you're going to have a car and you're going to go around a city that's huge, because The Witcher world was huge. So if they're going to try and create a city as big as The Witcher world, that's quite a big task to take, because then you've got to have all these very tall buildings, and then the question is, can you enter all the buildings, or can you only enter some of the buildings? Like,
Can you go through all the floors?
can you go for all the floors? Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. Now that we've got a trailer for it, the question is, like, do we start hearing about it? Like, do we get a Game Informer like a couple months
Most
from now,
likely.
or something like that? Because they don't have anywhere else really to go with it. It's not going to show up PSX. I don't see it at Paris Games Week. I don't see it at Gamescom. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, seems like a Game Informer type thing to me. So overall though, conference, I thought it was
Hell
great.
yeah.
Great way
Yeah,
to actually kick off E3. Today is the actual first official day of E3. Shree in the comments said she thought it was solid. Said she thought it should have finished with something else about Halo instead of just more of a teaser.
Yeah. I don't
Well,
think he should have finished on Halo, but maybe had just somebody talk about it.
Yeah. I'm
somebody-
quite happy with Cyberpunk personally, because I don't care.
I'm happy with
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. I'm happy with Cyberpunk finishing it, but just somebody coming out at some point and being like, "Hey, Halo Infinite is this blah 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 blah."
Also, finishing with Cyberpunk is like, Cyberpunk isn't exclusive, but they get that thing where people think it's an exclusive, like associate it with. So it's like, does it work out for them in the long run? I suppose it'll only come down to when we get sales for Cyberpunk when it's out. Like, did it pay off for them?
Yes.
Ending it, I suppose. What are you going to rate the conference overall, though, Ciaran?
I'll have an 8. Give it an 8.
I'll have an 8, please, sir.
I'll have an 8,
Give it
please.
Ash, what are you going to give the conference?
7.
Fuck, I'm not hard man to please over here.
Yeah, Ash is just
I'll give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
I'll upgrade mine to an 8.
They didn't use the consoles enough. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Put all those consoles on stage and they
I
didn't
thought
bring
it
it.
was
Maybe they
Alright.
had something else planned and it didn't work.
Maybe. I hope that's
Maybe.
going to be the story.
That's probably something that's going to
Their
come.
Halo demo crashed.
I think I thought it was really, really solid. There's not a moment that I was bored, which is the main thing. And they announced a bunch of games. They talked about exclusives, quote unquote, whatever they may be. But you got a Gears, you got a Halo, you got a bunch of third party stuff. Not a bunch of shit that I didn't care about, like the Game Pass talk, the AI talk, whatever. That was like the down points, but they only lasted like 30 seconds at most.
Like, they were
for most
pretty
of those
quick
times. They were pretty
compared
quick.
to
So
those
by the time you was kind of like, and I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm kind of fucking bored, and it was over, so it didn't really matter. But looking forward to Bethesda, of course, next. Let's see how it goes. Until then, we'll be back at 11 o'clock. Bye bye.
I really need to sleep.
You do need to sleep. That's okay. You can go sleep soon now.